Every day I've seen cases of men, women and children and families throughout Bristol who have been subjected to racial harassment and attacks on the street, at work and on their doorstep and in school. Here at SARI we are able to support some of these people who come forward and who has got the courage to speak out and seek help.
Good afternoon, Standing Against Racism and Inequality. Can I help you?
I was basically recommended to go to SARI after I had some serious racial problems at my place of work. I'm well aware of race relations in SARI and different organisations, but I wasn't aware of just how much they can help you mentally, emotionally, advice, sharing your experience with other people that got similar experiences.
I contacted SARI over a year ago. It was in connection with the treatment of the police with my son who has autism and a lifelong learning disability. My caseworker's been there every step of the way. She's been through all of the meetings with me, whether it's with South Gloucestershire Council, the IPCC or the police. They're always there for me and it's just made me feel more empowered.
When I saw the job, that was the one for me, and it was really odd because I'd been for another interview in the morning and I went, but I'd already made my mind up that if this one came, this was the one.
The reason that I've decided to work for SARI is because I've been a victim of hate crime myself and I really want to give something back to the community.
And it's just a way for me to be able to help my community because the generation above me were refugees, so a lot of them can't speak English properly, they don't understand the system, they don't understand the agencies that are there to offer them help.
I'm on the road to being back to the person I was before. I wasn't eating well, I wasn't sleeping well, I wasn't well at all in so many different ways. So it's helped giving me back more things than I could ever say.
What makes the difference is being talked to as a normal person. It gave me more confidence and more relaxation into my female life when I transitioned.
You feel more empowered and you feel that you can trust them, which is really important because you're totally in an environment where you don't feel you can trust anyone.
That emotional support I think does go a long way, and it's something that I think I could have benefited from growing up as well.
One of the most memorable moments within SARI, and we've had so many, you know, from meeting the Queen to having Swedish diplomats come to see us, having Prince Charles, you know, work with us and going out on the streets. But the thing that really has always stood out for me is the day I did a service user meeting, and at that service user meeting, a guy turned to me and he said, "SARI saved my life."
And we managed to get the court case turned round, and he came into his office and he walked in and he picked me up and smoked me around the office. I said, "You can't do that, that's against boundaries."
I thought I'll come and just work for a couple of years. 16 years later, here I am doing so many different jobs.
I think seeing everybody's passion is amazing, and there's never a day dull in SARI, never boring.
Seeing that happiness and how that changes people's lives and how they feel more settled, you know, when you see it through from beginning to end and they start the sort of process really frustrated, angry, sad, sleepless nights, and you see it through to the end and you say, "How's you sleeping?" It's cool, it's fine. Sleeping's fine, work's fine, you know, and yeah, that's what it is really.
During the conversation you can see the lifting of some of that weight that had been pulling them down.
You can see them smiling, the darkness has all faded, there's light on the other side of the tunnel, and it's just awesome.
They are a family by the end. You know, at the start they seem to be just barely holding things together, and by the time we close the case, they are a family. They're doing normal things that family do, such as taking their son out to go football practice, going out to shopping, you know, as a whole family.
You can see that, you know, there's something changing in their behavior, there's something changing in their kind of mindset, and they feel empowered to do actions themselves that otherwise they wouldn't be able to do.
My dentist today, she was in tears. You don't have this a lot with the dentist, right? I walked into the dentist and the first thing she did was flung her arms around me, saying that I looked so much happier and so different to how I did when she first met me.
It helped restore peace in the valley, basically, you know what I mean? My family were a lot more relaxed around me, and I was obviously a lot more relaxed around my family. Anxiety issues were gone. Even my attitude towards the police which was a love-hate relationship. I love to hate them, they love to hate me. But I've realised not all police want to introduce you to their German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they do, they take the weight off your shoulders.
When I turned that around and the police started living this client of mine, she called me up and said, Nanesh, you know what, thank you very much. And if I could come out of this telephone, I could give you a big
Some of those people that we're talking about empowering, their children are now either done work experience here, being volunteers here.
Particular segments in the AGM where we have service users come up and talk about their stories, and I can just remember AGM after AGM sitting there in tears listening to, and I'm going to do it now I think, listening to their stories and what a profound impact SARI's had on them. And just what a really positive effect it's had on their lives.
I have now, I have a wonderful life. I really do. And I wasn't expecting it. Bill and the policewoman who came, they were willing to listen. They didn't understand everything there was to understand about transgender world. I think people in the transgender world don't understand everything about that. So, but they were listening and learning and trying to understand what it is from my point of view.
The empathy level was more than I expected, bearing in mind that my caseworker is a short white woman from Somerset, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a big black guy from Easton, you know what I mean, Central Bristol, Council Estate. I thought, well, what empathy, what have you got that's going to help me through with this? You have no idea what I'm going through. And she used empathy, and it travelled.
Yeah, you can really start to make changes when, in the end, each little milestone, the client says, thank you for doing that, you know, and you think, yeah, I've done something.
There shouldn't be danger. But in a perfect world, I could click my heels 3 times together and say there's no place like home, and I'd end up in Kansas.
I always said, you know, I hope that, you know, in my lifetime I don't have to be the chair of SARI because, you know, there isn't going to be a SARI, there's no need. In my heart, I would love everyone to be Team SARI. I would love everybody in Bristol to be wearing a badge, just like this one here. You know, I would love everyone to be Team SARI and feel that, you know, this is something for the community, working with the community, and that everyone feels part of it. After years in SARI service, I think you do get a sense of you don't have to be a victim. What you can do is you can be empowered and you can be out there and you can be spreading that word, spreading that message. You know, let's get you through it, let's help you, let's support you in every way possible, you know, and when you rise from that, you'll feel great because you'll know that, you know, you never have to sit back and think you're on your own. You're not on your own, you know, you've got a whole family, a whole SARI family with you.
Let me repeat the last part again.
Yeah, can you repeat, but more calm, you know?
More calm. Messed that one up, right? Okay, put it up again. Let's go again. He can go beep, beep. Come on then, quickly. He's going to Bollywood.